7,000 on the S&P by the end of the year was realistic. Do you still think that we could get another 5%? That's what it looks like. It's 5% between now and then. Do we have that in us?
Scott, I mean, 5% is just an average fourth quarter from 1950 to 2024. But we have the Fed easing after an extended pause. So that's 1998 and 2024. So I think that 5% might be the base case. I bet you it's going to end up being more like 7 or 8% or even possibly 10%. So I think 7,000 is the low end of what we can end the year at.
Wow. And how much do earnings have to do with that?
I mean, earnings are going to matter, but, you know, it's been a good start. I mean, we're barely into earnings season. The banks have been good. 82% of companies are beating. There's a lot more visibility of demand and then less concerns about tariffs because we're kind of working our way through it. So companies have a better sort of visibility over the next 12 months. I think the outlooks are going to be good, and I think that's going to help stocks. And, you know, I think there's a lot of room for multiples to still expand. So I don't think this market's that demanding.
I think it's interesting that you suggest that you'd be a buyer of regional banks and small caps. Why are you willing to do that? That's not putting your toe in the water. That's like putting the bathing suit on and jumping in. Why?
Well, I mean, Scott, you know, I know there's a lot of muscle memory for people from 2023, and that was because of a big change in rates that really caught a lot of banks offside just in their business model. That doesn't mean that this crisis, which is underwriting being done properly, should have the same issue. So I think that there has been a throw the baby with the bathwater out on the regional banks and the small caps. So yes, I think despite the fact that the Russell had a rough week, I think they're really going to be one of the beneficiaries. I mean, even on earnings basis, small cap earnings are going to grow 48% in the third quarter. That's like 4 times, 5 times bigger than the S&P. So I think there's still a lot of growth left there.
What's the message in crypto right now, Tom? Bitcoin is down today. It's 107,000 right now. What's going on there?
I think there's a couple of things. One is there was a big deleveraging last week because that VIX spike and the tariff headlines triggered the biggest liquidation and deleveraging in crypto ever in history. So I think that people are still licking their wounds. And I think that there's also a bit of gold envy because, as you know, gold has been a huge performer this year. In fact,